What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Tina Bridges, what's going on? Deidre, what's going on? Miss B, what's going on? K Slim, what's going on? Patrick, what's crack-a-lacking? With that same door, don't you say nothing. Hey man, but check this out now. Kev, I need you to go to the regular page, man. Random Thoughts with DVP. You know what I'm saying? I'm still bootlegging some shit right now. Ooh, I'm supposed to watch my language. I'm still bootlegging right now. But come to the show page. Terry, what's good? My peeps in the house. My peeps in the house. I want to start a little drama too. Doc, what's going on, Doc? How you been? I'm waiting for a segment on your show. Doc is a sex doctor. What's going on, people? It's I don't even know what the day is. It's Wednesday, whatever day it is. It's 10 after 6. We're getting ready to start Random Thoughts with DVP. Y'all know who I am. I'm DVP. Smoky Joe, what's crack-a-lagging? What's crack-a-lagging? Hey, but check this out though now. Doc, I've been missing you. I need for y'all to come to the show page, Random Thoughts with DVP. Click it in and come on over there. I'm doing it live from there too. Did just by the time you know I'm at with you. Show page, Random Thoughts with DVP. Type it in there and then y'all come on and join me over there. I just felt like being messy today. So that's what's up. So come on over to the show page so I can talk. Cause I'm gonna need y'all. I got some questions for the ladies. I got some questions for the fellas. Cause my post, hey Marie. I got y'all seen my latest post about why you ain't marry your baby dad or baby mama. That was kind of interesting. It was really interesting. I don't know what to say. Ron, what's good? Hey man, I'm still waiting on you. You're supposed to come do a show, but I promise, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave my office soon and get back out there in the streets. I had a couple of requests. I'm gonna get some things I did. You did what, Miss V? You answered the question or you what? What's up? What's up? But you still over here. Come on over to the show page. Random Thoughts with DVP. We live there too. Come on, let me see what you're working with. Kev, you know I still need to get that interview done. I need to get that interview done. We got to make that happen soon. I got to quit being trifling before John get on me. Natasha. What's happening, Natasha? My favorite admin. Be slow to anger. Get out of here. I saw that. I saw that. Hey, what's up? What's up? You got fast clothing, Mr. Williams. You got me in mind for some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting confident with my walk. I'm gonna start. I got the critique. I'm looking down too much. I'm gonna start looking up. That's what's up. But come on over to the Random Thought with DVP page. I ain't supposed to be doing this. Manager gonna get mad if they find out I'm doing it on my personal pages. I'm supposed to just do it from the show page because I'm trying to get sponsorship. So what I need from you guys that's free is you to come to my page, like it, and leave a review so I can get me some sponsorship and hit the radio, internet radio. That way y'all can hear me wherever it is y'all go. Robert Hill, what's happening? Natasha, you know I gave you plenty of good memories with all the drama and stuff that I was causing at your job. You know you enjoy getting off early because of me sometimes. Or you enjoy having a day when everybody left because they tried to intimidate me. Do that. I'm going to shoot you my number too. But come on over. There you go. Paige, what's good? What's good? I'm going to look up. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on it. I had to get the left, right thing. Oh, quick. The last fashion show I did, y'all didn't see it. It's on tape though, but y'all didn't catch it. They missed me at the beginning. Y'all know I failed. Well, I tried to fall. You know, I'm doing this modeling thing. I'm trying to get the hang of it. I got some fantastic designers that let me wear their stuff. But you know, I'm working on the left, right, don't fall. Left, right, don't fall. But I look down because sometimes my feet don't they don't do what my head is saying. So I gotta look down because I was doing the show the other day, dinners and desserts, hot show. This way I want you, Doc. And I was thinking, I'm having a big boy moment, right? Hey Kim, what's up? I'm having a big boy moment while I'm walking, right? Got my little strut on. I got my little swag on. I got on some hot clothes. I'm looking good. I hear some cat calls. I'm all that. And bam, I stopped thinking. left, right, don't fall. Left, right, don't fall. I'm a big boy. I don't need this. Man, my right foot was like, hey, you forgot about me. And it tried to step twice. And I'm telling you, it seemed like everything was going in super slow motion because I felt myself falling like the Matrix. It's like, oh, shh. And my foot said, if you say I'm sorry, I'm going to catch you. So I was like, I had a rich problem. I was like, I'm sorry. And foot put back up. I looked over to the left. I saw somebody who knows me, Brian. I'm going to call your name. You know you ain't on the show. And Brian, he kind of smiled at me because I didn't do the face plant. Caught myself, kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the verge of being a professional. I almost had my first fall. I got that in. All right? So that's what's up with the modeling thing. But I got a couple of things going. I'm going to see what's happening. I'm going to keep pushing. But y'all know how we do it. We start with the bathroom door because I know y'all be thinking I'm locked outside my house even though this look like a regular door. See? I'm not locked out. I'm not. It's a bathroom. It's a bathroom. Light bills paid and everything. It's just a bathroom. This is just my comfort zone. It lets me talk to y'all and it lets me sit and just chill. Drink my little drink. Keep me hydrated when y'all talk too much trash. Hey, Erica. I know you're mad at me, but don't be. We got it straight. We'll even talk, all right? So that's what's up. So... that's what's been going on with my week. Hey, Jazzy, but I still need for y'all to come to the show page because I need this. I need my endorsement. So, Doc, after you get through with this now, leave me a little, like the page, then leave me a little review if you don't mind. Say something great about the host. You know, this guy, the guy with the pretty smile and the white beard. Need a little trimming. So if any of y'all got any products page to help a brother beard out, you know, it would be greatly appreciated. Let me type it over here too. I know I'm bootleg. I did what I said I wasn't gonna do. But I'm trying. You know, I know how my friends are. Some of my friends are black for real. So they don't do what I tell them to do. So Robert, Tasha, I need for y'all to come to that page and join me on the show. You too, Jazzy. Random Thoughts with DVP. Join me. So, thank you. It's been a lot going on lately with the news. I want to talk about 45, but I really don't, cause I had a couple of serious shows. So I want to have a fun show. I want to cause a little drama. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be able to talk. There you go. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about Miss V. I graduated in 83. She graduated right behind me, and she still looked like she did in 83, 84. Good, goober to goober. You gonna send me your couple? Okay, that's what's up. Send me to a couple. I got you. Hey, Londa. You're not meeting no more strange guys at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I get heartbroken when my internet girlfriends start meeting different guys, random guys at the gas station. Y'all know I've been doing this for a minute. And it's sad that I got stage fright and had to run back to my house because I got stage fright. I'm working on that though. The modeling should help a little bit. So anyway, you know I had asked the question. You know what's up, V. Stop playing. I had asked a question on my page about Marcus. For those of y'all that are single, not the married people, the single people, why didn't you marry your baby daddy? Brenda, you get out of here. Girl, y'all need to see Brenda. Brenda look like she know close to my age. Goodness gracious. Girl, I thought she was like early 40s. Oh my goodness. So quit fussing at me. You ain't even older than me then. Brenda always fuss at me. Brenda won't let me bite my lip. Y'all know I bite my lip. She won't let me chew gum. And she just fussed me about a bunch of other stuff at the shows. I appreciate it though. I appreciate the love that her and some of the other models been giving me. And try to keep me motivated. Because for those of y'all that know me, Tasha, Hill, Denard, some of y'all know me. Y'all know I'm kind of cocky. But it's work cocky. This modeling thing is like, man, I feel like a baby. I'm like seriously panicking. Some of y'all seen me in trouble and know I don't even fret trouble. Like my boss, Mr. Lindsay. We got in trouble with City Hall. I didn't even care. This modeling thing sent me to a whole different level of panic. Almost like doing this show live in front of real people who can look at me. On the TV screen, I'm panicking, but y'all can't tell because y'all can't see my heart beating. But boss, you know you're supposed to be on the random thought page too. Quit playing. Don't act like you ain't know. Don't make me call you out. What's your point, Marsha? What's your point? What's your point? Really, that's how you just gonna... Brenda, see how she doing us? Brenda and Marsha were both models at my last show. Check them out. Beautiful women. Super beautiful. And cool as a fan. Just super cool. They ain't nothing like I thought models would be. I thought pretty models would be kind of stuck on themselves and unsociable, but, you know, they hug. They love to fuss at me. Marsha don't fuss so much, but Brenda always fussed at me. But I take it from a special place, so I ain't mad about it. So anyway, I want to talk about this whole marrying baby mama, baby dad thing, because it seemed to have a little controversy. And I'm gonna get, you know, depending on how I go, we're gonna get really deep because I got something that's been bothering me. I need for my niece to come. So I'm waiting for her before I just drop the atom bomb on y'all. I'm gonna pull some 45, so I'm just gonna nuke a whole page. But for those y'all who even got kids, tell me the process behind having a baby. Having a baby, not just getting pregnant, but knowing that you're gonna have a baby, but not want to be with the baby's mom or the baby dad. And since I got mostly women right now, I get your opinion because I'm gonna tell you what I think. I mean, y'all know how I feel about guys. Y'all know how I feel about most stuff. I'm gonna keep it real as I can and understand because I had to go to the principal's office about this. What I'm giving you is my opinion, how I feel. Some of it is based on my real world experiences or my conversation with people, but it's not just I feel this way and that's it. I can tell you why I feel like I feel based on conversations, based on interactions I've had with other people, based on just, like I said, my own personal experiences, because I listen to people. I listen to what you guys tell me. Some of you guys got the most hilarious stories. If you ain't been on my page where I ask, why ain't you with your baby mama or baby daddy, read some of them responses. They are off the chain. Women have gotten pregnant by guys that they know were married. That to me is so interesting. I understand the whole side piece mentality, but to get pregnant as a side piece, I'm kind of confused. I would really like to have some insight on that. But, boss, I got you. The sex was good and that's all that. But, you know, and we're older. And, you know, I can't get around this part. We're older. Back in our generation, we didn't have a lot of incurable diseases. So we were a little freer with the unprotected sex. But nowadays, you know, you can't do that with nobody. So I'm looking at some of these, you know, people who doing it now, and they not with the person. I'm just trying to figure out how do you make that? I mean, and anybody can have one baby and have a mistake. Hey, Noel, you know you're on the wrong page. Come on over. Random Thoughts with DVP. Uncle L, what's crackin'? Random Thoughts with DVP. I don't know why y'all keep coming to my personal page first. Put on your notifications for Random Thoughts. Put them on. Alright? Can y'all tell I'm just a little bit more hyper than I normally am? I would love to tell y'all guys how much stress I've been through the past 48 hours. But I ain't supposed to give up no personal information like that. Hey Noel, come to the show page. Random Thoughts with DVP. You know what's up. So back to the whole thing about having unprotected sex. And then having a baby. What's the mindset? Great sex is great sex. Sis, what's good? When you supposed to call me? What's the mindset behind having unprotected sex and having a baby? Boss? No. How about that? Noel, that's the page. Boss, no. How about we only go raw with the chosen uno? And you such a shit starter. As soon as I get over this innate, you know what? We're gonna do it from one of your offices. That's where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start from one of your offices, and we're gonna go to a remote spot and do a live remote. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna do, boss. And can I wear your shirt when I do my show? Give you free advertising? That was for you, Noel. Boss, can I wear your shirt and, you know what I'm saying, give you some free advertising while we doing this? Because I almost put it on, but I was like, nah, he might get mad at me. But I'm going to give you props when I do it. All right. Hey, what's up, Jamise? Come on over to the show page. Unprotected is also with the person you're committed to and they have confirmed the HIV and health status. This is so true. What do you know to it now, boss? This is so true, sis. But that ain't how it is for most people. They just doing it to do it. And they doing it with several different people. That's what I don't get. Jamise, Tina, come to this page. Random Thoughts with DVP. Come on over. Come on over. What do you know to him, boss? Right. You get your, oh, okay. See, this is a non-company shirt. You suck. Right. But the thing is once you get to that status, the unprotected sex is the norm, you should be in some kind of committed relationship. How you commit to each other is how you commit. I ain't finna get into that subject right now. That's a subject for a later show when we get into threesomes, foursomes, and mosems. Thanks to some of my my management team. We'll get that one. But right now, yeah, when you get to that stage where you doing unprotected sex thing, you know, you got your a soul partner or whatever it is. But then you gotta be done had the conversations. I think it's extremely sexy or turn on when they're down to show status, right? And the thing is, why not get it together? Because you know, I got a plan. You know, I got a plan, and that's the thing. Get it together. Get your little checkups whenever you're supposed to. Because even though you get it, they only good for, I forgot how you back in, but you're still supposed to keep getting them. You know what, boss? I'm gonna block you from my show page. I'm gonna block you. Period. You're not gonna be allowed to comment at all. You're gonna have people thinking that I know you and you know we cool. But once you get to that stage, what is it that makes you decide that it's okay to have a baby with somebody, but you don't want to marry this person? And we're gonna mix and match a couple of issues here. My issue with the whole baby thing is, legally speaking, I'm gonna wait for the second hour. Yeah. How do we get to when you decide to have a baby, but you know this guy ain't the right one or whatever, or y'all ain't even had the committed relationships on? Ladies, what goes into your mind when you decide to have this baby? Now, I understand some of you are anti-abortion, and that's why you do it. How you feel is how you feel. But I don't understand the baby thing. Just don't get it. Why? Men don't like condoms, women don't like condoms. Birth control messes with your hormones, but a baby messes with your life. Because now you got something that you gotta take care of. You don't have to take care of condoms. Which is so cute. Oh, and of course, the one time I would forget to put on my Do Not Disturb, I keep getting disturbed. So there we go. It takes a while to learn a person, and situations change take place during that process of growing, whether you're growing together or apart. Right. But and it goes to one of the things that I'm so deep about, having honest communication. Because let's just say at some point, me and who's on the page I can pick at that won't be sensitive. Noel, you still with me? Or did you come over yet? I can't use you, Tan, because you're a sister, and it's just not. Marsha, you still here? Or Brenda? Oh, I can't use Brenda V. They married. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. I got in trouble for calling certain people out. I need a lady to chime in so I can have a girlfriend right quick. Okay. Anyway, so if me and this girl, we're having a relationship, and we decide we want to be committed to whatever, we got to keep having these honest and open communications. Kev, come to the show page. I'm not finna mess with you. I can't put up with you and my boss at the same time. I'm not cut out for that. Okay, Marsha. So me and Marsha, Marsha, my girlfriend, I'm my boyfriend. We decide we want to have a committed relationship. No, the show page, Kev, not from personal page to personal page. How about you? Do I have any kids out of wedlock? Wow, look at you playing hard. Okay, I have kids out of wedlock. The first child I had out of wedlock, am I supposed to give you all my personal business? The first child was a situationship. Things happened that should have never happened. So, I was young and stupid. The second child, I was married. Okay. The first one, crazily enough, there was a chance at that time we may have been able to get married because we were both renegades, and I was looking for that Bonnie and Clyde relationship. Things just didn't work out for other reasons other than my own. But at the point when we were sexing, like I said, I'm in a different age group. My son, the one I had for biological, is 20. How old am I? 23, 24. So like I said, this was back when you didn't have a lot of incurable diseases going around. So it's different. But okay, Marsha, we were married the last show. Okay, so if we can't do marriage yet, Marsha. We're gonna start off as girlfriend, boyfriend, work to marry. So if we're girlfriend and boyfriend and we had this conversation, if at some point the relationship starts to deteriorate, we still need to be talking, because if we decide we want to start stepping out, a conversation needs to be had about what we're doing, and it needs to be open and honest, which is what most people don't want to do, because most people don't want to admit. You're right, baby, still happen. You can't stop some things. Shit happens sometimes. But the process of not making it so easy to happen. If I know or Marsha knows that we don't want to continue like this, or she is wanting to date other guys or sleep with other guys, or if I want to date other girls, sleep with other girls, we still need to have a conversation. Are we going to be exclusive in biblical sense with each other, or not with each other? And a lot of times people just don't have that conversation, and they just assume everything because everybody, like, as we say in the streets, everybody like raw dogging. Well, at some point, especially these days, that just can't be the thing that's going on. And and nowadays it's crazy because I see people, not my age, but in my age range, having babies, and they're single, and they don't have a boyfriend, so to speak of, or I'm sorry, if they're my age, they should have a man. They don't have a man, so to speak of. Hey, Carla, how you been? You still Hebrew slave working? I got a question about luggage too. So yeah, I'm looking at some of these older women have babies now. And they're not married. So if you're 35 plus, the baby means it could have been whatever. Condom could have broke. I ain't knocking it. But a lot of times this is not what happened. We're not talking about accidents. We're not talking about divine intervention. We're talking about planning. We're talking about knowing what could happen and just hoping that it won't happen. What starts that process, especially if you don't think that the person that you're sleeping with has potential to be a life partner. It's just they missed or miss right now. Why would you A, risk your life with them, 2, risk bringing another life in that the two of y'all can't raise together? It just seems kind of ass backwards. Especially when I'm looking at some of the responses. A lot of you guys did marry your baby daddies, your baby mothers. Well, like I say, since it's mostly women here, Kev, I know you. But Kev, you did marry your baby's mother. You're not married to her now. And that's where a lot of us are. Can your side piece have a side piece? Randy, what's up, Unc? Come to the show page. Random Thoughts with DVP. Y'all see the typing up there. Come to the show page. Boss, can your side piece have a side piece? What's up, Odessa? You good? I was late. I was on CP time today. I had a couple other things going today. The last 48 hours has been really eventful. I would love to tell you guys about it. It will be a future show. I can promise you that. But management and those people that care about me most won't let me talk about it right now. But if y'all only knew what was behind this smile right now. If you only knew. Side piece got it. Odessa. See the guy up under you? Mr. Global Lenser, he one of the ones we're gonna block. He's distracting me from my show. But why have a baby with why have a baby with somebody who, why do the process in reverse? Should the process even in the 21st century be get married then have a child? Or should it be, Marsha, if I was the kind of guy that wanted a child, would you want a child with me first and then get married, or should we get married first and have a child? I can't ask Odessa because she's management. Carla, Paige, y'all single women, aren't you? Paige is single, Carla is single. Yeah, send her to the corner, sis. Carla, Marsha, Paige, should the process be marriage then baby, or baby then marriage? I know Carla's my age. Marsha was born in '83. The question is, if you were going to have a child now, should you be married first and then have a child, or should you have a child then get married? Hobbs, what's good? Okay, you're not married though, right, Paige? So, none of the no, Marsha, stay focused on scenario. It's one of the options. I mean, at this point, I know you don't want to, but if that's what you were going to do, what's the right way to do it? I'm so tired of y'all talking about y'all done having babies. Stay with the scenario. Let's just say you're not done having babies. Let's just say you are not done having babies. You meet this guy who is wealthy enough to afford this, and this is what he wants. Right, but we're not worried about the change that the baby brings first. But we're saying, you know what? Hobbs, come to the show page. Charlotte, come to the show page. I'm so tired of black people. I'm gonna start getting me a white audience for real. Come to the show page, Hobbs, because you're a man. I need you over here. Random Thoughts with DVP. Let me see if I can type it back in. Right. So, and y'all can see on y'all timeline where still a lot of people over 35 is having babies who aren't married. So, is it that I'm out of touch? You guys are out of touch? Well, in the case of the millionaire baby, they had marriage first. Okay, and that's all I'm saying. I'm kind of lost on the, like I said, when I was young, what I did when I was young, I was in my early 20s when I had my first child. Fresh out the military, I was a predator. I have no problems talking about those days. I was a predator, and things happened. But like I said, that was a different time frame and a different era. There was just not a lot of social diseases going around that people worried about. Now, you can't say that you're not worried about social diseases. And it's so crazy. Even when I listen to most people, because I wanted to be messy, Odessa, it's my fault. I pled guilty to that. Because I wanted... You know the best thing about being melanin is you can't see my rosy red cheeks, because right now I feel like Santa Claus. We are going to block this guy. That guy. But, Brenda, Marsha, y'all see the same things. I see, we don't have the same friends, but it doesn't seem to be the norm. There's still a lot of people who are not in their 20s, who are not in their early 30s, who are having babies and not being married. And that seems to be what they're doing. How does that work? And then, I mean, nobody knows what will and won't last. What's up, Bill? Nobody knows what will and what won't last. But the process has got to start somewhere. And if we don't have an open, honest communication, how do we even start the process? Are we just procreating to procreate without a real plan? Because a baby's going to change a lot of things. There's no getting around that. Can y'all hear me pretty clear? I forgot to even ask. Hey, Tammy, what's going on? I got 10 minutes. Oh. Ain't that something? Somebody jump in and tell me how much time I got? Tina, hey, check this out. This don't need for y'all to do except for Tammy, because Tammy only got 10 minutes. I need for y'all to come join me on the show page so everybody can see what we talking about when y'all type comments. And that's the show page I just typed. So if y'all could come to the show page and join me, that way everybody can see what's going on. I made a point to be married before kids, seeing what my mother went through to care for me and my sister. I didn't want that. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do I think it's a biological clock thing? Yeah, I do think some women just want babies. And that's the second half of the show that I don't want to get into right now. But when they want a baby, and don't get me wrong, the clock ticks. I know guys who the clock is ticking for, and they want a child, but they don't want the other parent. But you know, kind of the way the system is set out, unless you do artificial insemination, which I hear is really expensive, there will be another parent. So when you're making the decision is really for 3 people minimum. Mother, father, and the baby. Some of y'all have multiple babies. There is no perfect man. If they wait for the perfect, if you wait for the perfect man, how do you have an imperfect baby? Because the man ain't perfect, then what makes you think he's gonna produce a perfect baby? So to me, that kind of works against itself. Okay, and Doc, you'll be a good source. I don't know, Ray. I couldn't think of one because I wanted to start and I was already behind. So we could just call it. We could call it the show about the babies. That's why I just put "Let's Talk." I wasn't sure because I still wasn't sure if I was going to talk about baby daddy syndrome or the hunter and the builder, which will be next show, maybe. I'm in so much trouble. Yeah, so we'll just call the show about the babies. Marsha, my clock is ticking, but I don't. Right. It's hard. It's hard with a husband and wife when you're single. But these are my things because, and y'all gonna make me cross subjects. I wanted to wait till I was married before I had children, so I just paid for multiple abort. I'm gonna block you for real. Boss, I'm so gonna block you. V, I need for you to stay focused. I need for you to stay focused, babe. I need for you to stay focused. This is why I'm your high school crush who comes to your page. Stay focused. I ain't gonna show my nails no more because I just got called out about them. But when you choose not to do it the proper way, the old fashioned way, don't you kind of cause more problems? Because the thing is, and this is why I need my I thought I was a little too close. Ooh, scared myself. I'm not cute enough to be that close to nobody. Ooh, scared myself for real that time. Don't you want to have a... Okay, Doc, people want a baby, but they don't want a family. I mean, and I understand the younger girls who treat the babies like a puppy. They're all cute when they're small, but as they get bigger, everybody wants to get rid of them. So, Doc, just give me one of the reasons that they say they keep wanting to have these babies, but they don't really want a baby daddy. They didn't give me what I ordered for my food. Now I'm upset because I ordered extra hush puppies and I got fries, and I don't like fries like that. So, Doc, what's some of the reasons your clients say that they want to have a baby without the father? Right, but see, but this is the thing, Doc, and this is part of my male chauvinism and part of my realism. And I'm gonna use Marsh because we go together for the show purposes. We regressing on our marriage that was last week. If Marsha decides she wants to have a baby, and I don't, but I'm enjoying the unprotected sex, I don't have any real options. And everybody, I hear what everybody say. Oh, the man had a decision, but the man has no decision because if the man doesn't want to have a baby, only one person can do anything about this abortion or whatever's coming next. Baby daddy cause problems, especially the ones that don't want to help. This is so true. Well, hell, the way y'all we going. With the way that people are getting married now for no particular reason at all other than being married, is it even worth it? Marriage is just not sacred. But that's where the honest communications is. For those who value the concept, I'm sure it is. But for most, they don't. And we've discussed this on the show. People who get married and 1 minute they're saying it with their best friend, and 6 months later when they're divorced, the person ain't shit. You don't lose your best friend like that. So if you lie to yourself about the concept, then you screwing up the whole concept because you're lying to yourself. Being pulled over by GSP for texting. What you want me call, boss. You know, for you, what county you in? Let me make a couple of phone calls. Man, you making me pull. You ain't supposed to do this on air. This is that. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why people don't like us. They think we do stuff. And I don't knock them, Doc, if she can afford it. What my problem comes in is when you want to tie a guy down that you know didn't want to be part of the process. Even don't get me wrong, he made a mistake too. But after you become pregnant, he no longer has any say so. He's stuck literally for 17, 18 years having to pay for something that he said he didn't want no parts of. It's a double-edged sword. Some guys, I'm looking at the, and you saw the feed. Some of these women are having babies by guys who they know aren't capable. But at some point, not all of them, but a lot of them want to, get mad and fight and keep them in the system when it was simply you. Type in Tammy, type in random thoughts with DVP, and then you'll see where I'm live. Right, Doc, and that's the thing. How many are willing to accept that responsibility? Because even though I'm not a big fan of contracts, if a woman wants to have a baby, sans artificial insemination, and she doesn't want the father to be in the picture, there are plenty of sperm donors who will do this. So why not get the contractual agreement with this person to do this and quit holding them financially liable for it, and you create a hostile family environment? Because there are lots of women who have met this guy, and there are lots of guys. I'm one who is grateful for the baby, not for the extended relationships. I'm glad everything that happens I'm good with, but at some point, from a man I'm speaking, and I know women can speak from the same thing, but I'm a man. I ain't never been a woman. There you go. At some point, the relationship has to be about the child. It can't be about me or Marsha. It has to be about our baby. And that's some of the issues I'm having, is how do you get to that point where it is about, well, we can't separate the two. It should be about the baby. Lord knows I wish I could tell y'all what was going on, but I can't. Man, I need a commercial break just so I can get y'all unfocused. Right. There are those who get pregnant hoping, which was one of my situations. And all it did was it made me harbor resentment. And I got a couple people when I do my live show who will tell you, staying around for a baby, staying around for a child, is probably one of the worst things that you can do, because then your child misses out on the chance to grow up in a loving household. Because even though me and Marsha may agree not to argue in front of the child doesn't feel the love because there is no love. So that becomes that child's norm. It's like when I tell you I dated a girl who wanted to be beaten. I don't know where she got it from. I don't think she got it from home, but maybe she did. If that's what she saw, that became her norm. So you screw up the whole system. Children should be in a loving household. I grew up with my mother. Random personal story. What she showed me was intense love. I'm cool with that, which is why I tell you all the time, a woman can raise a man. I'm living proof. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a Southern gentleman in my heart. My mother taught me that. No man told me what to do. My mother taught me that. She was the woman I got to practice holding doors, opening doors, moving furniture, making decisions. A woman. She could do on-the-job training with me. She could put me through practical exercises because she was her. I mean, she couldn't teach me the other stuff, the x-ray stuff that we're not going into. But all the public stuff I got from her. Staying for a child is not good ever. They can grow up in two homes and still be loved. Right. And that's one of the biggest issues I got, is because you see a lot of times kids are used as pawns, because one parent doesn't want the kid to love both parents. One parent doesn't want the kid to love the parent's new friend, because they can't let the child be the center of attention. And most of us have godparents, or we got 2-3 people that we call mama, but we don't want that for our children. I mean, how many of us call more than one person mom for real? And they treat us like mom. We respect them like our mama. And we, they pretty much got carte blanche. If we doing something wrong and they walk up on us and touch us on the shoulder and say, stop, we're going to stop. No questions asked. No back talk, no sass. We're going to mumble up on our breath. I'm glad he gave you a verbal warning, boss. But, you never told me what county. I would have made a phone call. You know what I'm saying? I still got some connects. Get on to Yolanda. And you still texting. Right, Timmy, and those are the exceptions, because and that's the thing. And I hate when people try to make one something hard and fast rule. There's always an exception. People who want to do stuff. There are people who certain traumatic experiences could bring you closer. Mine didn't. Mine didn't. But if you know me, you know how I feel about pregnant people. That was irreparable. Both parties are guilty. Communication is key. And Carla, I love you. It's not communication. It's honest communication. Okay, Doc. Hey, Doc, I'm gonna shoot you my number. We need to talk. I'm gonna inbox you my number because I don't think I ever got yours. But we need to talk. Both men and women should make better choice on who they sleep with. Yeah, like that's gonna ever happen. But because pregnancy is always a possibility. Then he feels trapped and she feels played. Just get it together and choose wisely. Yeah, but we know that's just not the system. Sometimes hormones do what hormones do. And when I asked the question about sex a couple of weeks ago, a lot of women said they had sex with guys because they were drunk, because they were horny, because whatever. Boom. So it's a lot of different reasons. Was my mother married to my father? If so, what they married? My mom got married to my mother, you pushed the button. My mother married her sperm donor before I was born, but after she was pregnant. Prime example though, it was an unhealthy household, so she left, which is one of the things I feel most grateful for. She didn't try to stay there and force it and let me live in a place where there was no love. Being at home alone with her, I always felt love. With the marriage guarantee, it actually didn't guarantee anything. It didn't guarantee that you would have both parents if she raised you alone. Right. And it worked for me. It worked out well. And I don't want to say that I'm the exception because I know other men who were raised by their mother, but the mothers of the 60s and 70s are different than the mothers of the 21st century. My mom never wanted to be my friend. Now you got mothers who want to be their friends. I worked at graduation last night. I saw some girls and things that girls should never wear. They were cute. They were sexy for women. No little girl should be wearing sexy clothes. It's just not. It's not. Because it puts you in a whole different category and a whole different thing. But some of them are with their parents, and it's okay. So if you can dress like this with your parents, who knows what you do outside? But the point is, the parents are doing a whole lot different than what we did, than my age group. Like I say, and most of the people on here are over 40. Paige is not over 40. Marsha's not over 40. Odessa, you're not over 40 yet, are you? So I got 3 people who I know. Tan, what are you? Tan, are you? You're not 40 yet, are you, Tan? I know Carla graduated with me, so. All right, when side pieces get pregnant, I know I'm going to hate reading this out loud. It's the dude's fault 100% of the time. As guys, I just want to make sure that we don't get woman pregnant no matter what the woman said. You're right, but once again, what happens if your protection breaks? Or if she's on a diaphragm or some other form of pregnancy? What if it doesn't work? So once again, that's why I can't go with 100%. Nothing is 100%, boss. But I do, yeah. When you're dealing with a side piece, it is the man's fault all the time. Because you already stepping out doing something you ain't got no business doing. So you should be more protected. As is a woman who has a side piece. It's the woman's responsibility to make sure that her side piece don't get her pregnant if she's got a home that she's got to go back to. But that's just, where you hit a grimy phase. It seems like you're more concerned about the looseness of people with their bodies than you are. No. I'm more concerned about how they manage it too. You can be as loose as you want to be. You can. Who cares? I mean, hell, I had someone who was loose with me. I enjoyed it. But if we're going to start talking about having babies, then that's a whole different conversation, Paige. Okay, I got you, Carla. I still got a question about luggage. That doesn't... How can it apply to what applies to our relationship? Whose fault it is? No, but anyway, let me stick with Paige. No. Marriage to me is a whole separate issue. And unfortunately, I've been married twice. I never made it to the death do us part. Which I kind of did because death was coming next if I would have stayed there. So, yeah, I saw death coming. One of us needs to go. It was me. But But yeah, I mean, and I do take it differently. I do want to be. I want to be in a relationship for life. Is that marriage? I'm not opposed to marriage. I'm opposed to being married just for the sake of saying that I'm married, which is what a lot of people do. It's kind of like Paige when we talked about people, the girl who has a boyfriend every other week just so she can sleep around. She just gives everybody the title. I don't want to be married for the sake of having babies or just to say that I'm married or I got a wife. What I do, Carla? But you want you having come from a predatory lifestyle. One of the things that is really great is remembering one name. But looseness and carelessness, they're almost the same thing, Paige. I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's not. Because this show in particular is not about marriage yet. It's about the whole baby daddy, baby mom without being married. So, I mean, I'll take it a step further when we get into the marriage concept about what should be done in a marriage. But right now, that's not what I'm focusing on. Does that make any sense? So I stuttered. Hey, Yolanda, how are you? I'm already in trouble. Random thoughts with DVP. As a man, you need to control your sperm. Whether it's a side piece, whether the condom breaks, you just have most time. You're right. You're right. Most of the time, it is due to that. Yes, ma'am. I won't even call it carelessness so much as getting caught up in the moment. Is that being careless? Because you know what could happen, but I'm not trying to make it an X-ray show, but whether you got the strong pull-out game, whether Hey, Yolanda, how are you? Come on over to the come on over to the rest of the crowd and join us in the show page. All right, I'm gonna send you the thing. But even if it happens by accident or whatever, the man has no say-so in what can happen. Tasha, what's good? He has no say-so. Hey, Olivia. So, at some point, Rich, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to make us co-conspirators. You're crying because we all know. Do I need to block you so that you can't listen to the show while you're driving, sir? I mean, I have that ability. And negligence will not be the cause of why I get sued for this show because I know that you're doing something illegal. But if people are having unprotected sex, let's say with side pieces, then isn't that being careless? That's being careless. Yes, that's being careless by both people. And we talk about that. And this is what some people don't know that they're side piece or don't want to accept it. And they think that, okay, Paige, I'm gonna use you. Marsha's my girlfriend. You're my side piece. But I'm not telling you about Marsha. There you go. What's up, Yolanda? So I'm not telling you about Marsha, and I'm not telling Marsha about you. So I'm having great sex with two separate people who think they're only having sex with one person, and that's not the way it is. So that I can't even call that carelessness. And this is because I'm speaking from a totally legal aspect. That's called deliberate indifference. I know what I'm doing. I know it's wrong, but I don't even care. I'm just going to enjoy the benefit and hope like hell ain't nobody doing what I'm doing. So carelessness is when you don't. Carelessness is when you really, how can I say this? When you really don't think about everything all the way through. That you know what you're doing. So that's not even careless. That's just being, that now is reckless, which is different from careless. Careless is when you don't pay attention to the floor being wet and you slip and fall. Reckless is when you waste water on the floor and you still walk through it barefooted. Carl, I thought you were leaving. Quit saying what? Am I talking too fast or am I talking too low? Unfortunately, being married doesn't change. Right, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want to deal so much with marriage right now. Just the whole baby mama, baby daddy issue about having unprotected sex and then choosing to have a child as a result of having unprotected sex. And that for this show page, that's what I want to deal with. Maybe as we get to, dang, it's 7:00. As we get to the second hour, we can deal with marriage, even though I want to deal with something else. Tammy, don't help him out. And we can merge the two issues. But right now, I just want to deal with the whole having unprotected sex and then letting there be proof. I mean, who wants to go on the Maury show? You are the father. You are not the father. But why are we doing it if the intent, why are we having unprotected sex with somebody who's not marriable? Who is, let's even drop the word marriable. Why we have unprotected sex with somebody who ain't got their shit together? Which was one of the common things I had heard. Okay. Bye, B. I'm gonna fix my nails so you don't talk about them. And you should get your car fixed, get your phone fixed. You shouldn't even be watching my nails. Stay focused. Stay focused. Now I'm gonna have to use a nub or use my pointer to get my point across. No. And it's not that I was being a stickler at that time. It was just I didn't want to really deal with marriage. And we have to have terms for different behavior. Because most of us have gotten caught up in the moment. I won't really say getting caught up in the moment is careless. I mean, reckless. I still don't think so. And that's just how I talk. I'm a host. Stop messing with me. I still think people don't think it will happen, and to me that's what it is. I'm gonna sit on my hands just for you. I think most people just don't think about it. Most people will say, "All right, Tim. Every Wednesday, 6 to 8." Most people think unprotected sex. Most people initially, when I listen to them, they talk about children. Their main concern isn't STDs. It's children, which to me is crazy because if you look at the stats now, all the social diseases are on the rise. All the social diseases on the rise. Some of them on the rise or rising, and you can't get rid of them. So, at some point, what is your biggest concern when you have unprotected sex? Is it a baby? Is it an STD? Now, a lot of you women on birth control, so you kind of don't worry about STDs. Oh, okay. No. And that's why it's kind of like what's in between a mistake and an accident or an incident. And they are different, even though it's a fine line. And I wasn't picking and shooting you, but to me they are. Reckless is when you know something can't. Like I said, recklessness is putting water on the floor and walking through it. Carelessness is just not checking. When you fall, you missed that. That's kind of carelessness. You're just careless. You weren't paying attention. Reckless is when you pay attention and you go ahead and do it anyway. I see it. I'm going to do it anyway. Driving in the snow. Knowing you're not driving in the snow, that's reckless. Careless is having the top down in the rain and you can't get the top up. You should have checked to make sure the top could go up. So, I mean, I understand what you mean. You like picking at me about my choice of words, but we good. You call it liberated. You call what liberated F, Yolanda? Are you trying to get me in trouble? You don't say bad words like that. It is 7:01. And I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I sure wish I could tell you what was going on, but management won't let me right now. But I have had a hell of 48 hours. Talk from my experience. I thought he was married. I thought he was marriage material, but as I grew, he didn't. Right, and that's something. But Olivia, when you thought he was marriage material, were y'all really having open and honest communications, or were people just saying what they thought the other one wanted to hear? Very few guys. Thank you, Paige. You forgive me? Who got a baby on the way? Girl won't even play like that. Sears won't even deliver no babies for me now. When we have open and honest communication, like I said, a lot of times people are saying what they think somebody wants to hear, but where does it really kick in to where you can do these things so that everybody knows? I date women who have kids. I love kids. I do. But my fear is of pregnant women. I have a fear of pregnant women. Really, I do. I mean, my fear, it's not as bad as it used to be, but my fear, I couldn't even be in a room with them. That would just make me shake and turn all colors, and I couldn't breathe. And if I wasn't so afraid of them, I would pass out. But I would leave. Tan, you and Marcia want to make y'all go to separate rooms. Right, and that's the thing. You know, I was talking to one of my friends about people marrying young. I mean, back in the day, it was a good thing. Nowadays, is it really that good? Because we don't have the same level of commitment. We don't know the same experiences. And in this microwave society right now where you get things so quickly and you can look on the internet and social media and see people all happy. You can see these thoughts. You can see these ASWs. So, you know, you can seek instant gratification so much easier now, and it has diluted the whole marriage process. But that's a whole nother show. Stop making me go to marriage, y'all. Stop making me go to marriage. Right now we talking about baby daddies, baby mamas. I'm gonna do a show on marriage just for y'all if that's what y'all want to do. Send it to management and tell them that's what you want me to talk about. Because I don't have my notepad right now because I've had such a hectic 48 hours. I wasn't even gonna do the show. Why do I have a fear of pregnant women? I was just always afraid of them. Always. I mean, I can remember being afraid of pregnant women as early as 8. That they just made me panic and break out in the sweat. If you could talk to my ex, who I was actively with while she was pregnant, she could tell it's probably the coldest time of our relationship because I'm afraid of. Not that I don't like pregnant women. They're fine across the street. They're fine in another building. I don't even want them in the same room with me. They would cause me to just It was just a fear. I mean, my heart would race. I remember when they talked about going to Lamar's class. I can tell you who wasn't going to Lamar's class. There was no way in hell you finna put me in a room with pregnant people. I prefer women who had kids already. I was a guy who was into handheld attachments. Come with your own. I'm good with that. I'll raise them like mine. But can we skip the whole 9-month little gestation thing? Hey, Sonya, you know you're on the wrong page. Come on over to the show page. Random Thoughts with DVP. That's what's up. But your question is why didn't... Right. but and that's the thing though. But why wasn't your baby daddy or baby mama marriable? If you're gonna give them the ultimate, which is the unprotected sex, what else do you have to give them after the unprotected sex? Sometimes y'all kill me. Right. Olivia, did you have a child by your ex-husband? Sonya, how are you? And y'all killing me. I'm not sure who's typing as me, but it's not me. Who's that? I don't need therapy. I mean, I'm over it now. I'm not afraid of them. I don't like being around a bunch of them, but they don't cause the same physical response that they used to cause whenever I was around them. You got 6 kids or 6 ex-husbands? Okay, Paige, can you look it up for me and put it right quick? Because I can't look it up right now. Because there were like 3 names, I think. I looked it up. But it is a real condition, being afraid of pregnant women. They were marriable in that moment. It's what happened after that moment that killed the marriage prospect. But come on, being a great sex partner doesn't make you marriable, does it? I mean, great sex is just great sex if that's what it was. But okay, good. Okay, I'm with you now, Olivia. So yeah, this whole first part wouldn't even apply to you because you married first and had the kids. And I'm trying to figure out for the ones that didn't, especially for the ones that have multiple children and they never been married. I'm just trying to get the concept. Guys and girls, not just girls. I mean, because guys had to contribute to it. Right, and you know, and that was a phenomenon. I mean, you know, it was said, it was a cute saying, and people fell for it. And they fell for, oh, baby, I'm gonna be with you forever. Because that was it was a line, and some people actually bought into that line. Yada yada yada. I'm hungry, so y'all didn't see that. I'm so ashamed of myself. But what moment made him marriable, Marsha? Was it the sex moment when he was all hot and sexy and looking good naked? It's like, ooh, I can marry this naked dude. Because I've met women I thought were marriable, but it had nothing to do with sex. It was, you know, it was about the conversation, their basic outlook on life. Especially when I was younger and I didn't know how to read the signs. But as I learned how to read them, I realized we weren't having open and honest communication. They were saying things they thought I wanted to hear about how they would treat their man, yada, 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 yada. Tocophobia, otherwise known as infantophobia. Fear of childbirth or pregnancy is a form of a specific phobia. If you resent the thought of ever having a baby so much that being near a pregnant one. Oh no, I like them to have them, so I'm not sure which one would apply to me. I could be suffering from tocophobia. Gotta go. Yeah. Go. Quit texting and driving. But we need to get up. We need to do a show at one of your spots. But we'll talk. And plus, we need to get this training in. Real talk. Peace. Right. But I mean, mine was real. Even though it wasn't talked about, I actually saw it on Oprah. So I knew it was phobia. I thought it was just me for the longest. And Oprah did a show on it probably 15, 20 years ago. Maybe longer. But anyway, what makes a minimum of sex marriable? Does good sex make you married? Does good sex make a man married? But since I got more ladies right here right now, I don't think Hobbs came over. And Lindsay's gone. I ain't sure what Bill and Randy are. So what made him? The same things that made him have the potential to go raw in you. Were those the same potentials that would make him marriable? Since we keep wanting to go to marriage, because I just want to know why you didn't. And like I said, Olivia, you're the unicorn here. You were married first, Olivia, or were you pregnant first? See, like I said, my mom was pregnant first. She just got married before she had me because she didn't want to have a baby out of wedlock, which was a big thing back in those days. No, you'll keep getting what, sis? You know, some of these conversations I'm clearly not old enough to be having. How y'all want me to do after dark show when I can't even deal with y'all at 7:10? At 7:10, y'all embarrass me. How can I deal with y'all at 11 o'clock? I can't. I just can't deal with y'all. Y'all really have me feeling some kind of way. Okay. But, and you continue because you guys were married, which, like I said, all right, what's up, Mom? You can't control the future. Nobody plans for bad things to happen in the future. Tan, that's you sent him to that corner. I want you to go to that corner. So yeah, do we let sex override our common sense? Which we do sometimes. It's not carelessness. It's that we get caught up in the moment and we become reckless. Because we know the outcome, we just get kind of... I can't even play with y'all no more. I need a sensor for real. I need like a button and a little white line so I can white line some of y'all comments. Y'all are killing me. How is she giving you life, Marsha? I need a commercial break in the worst way. But if I play music, they're going to put me on probation. They're going to put me on probation and ban the show. But I think the ban is only for a week, so I'll be back for the next show, huh? So, once again, does the sex make him marriable at some point? And I'm sure when you're early 20s, it's kind of hard to differentiate between great sex and love. But as you get older, I've had great sex with women I never loved. I've loved women I've never had great sex with. They're two separate entities. And unfortunately, I mean, I speak clearly about how I feel about it. I don't think I could ever marry a woman I wasn't having great sex with. Love is cute, but if the sex ain't there, from my perspective, I know that I will stray if we're not having great sex. It's, communications is great, but What are you saying? What do I need to tread lightly for, man? What did I do? I'm just saying, and I said from my perspective, this is how I value things. Everybody has a different valuation system. People say, oh, how you treat me. And don't get me wrong, because somebody fussed at me. I do care how people treat me. I do care if she's intelligent. I do care if she has common sense and a sense of humor. But those are things that sometimes you don't get into people like, no. Those things, as great as they sound, won't stop a man from cheating, which is a whole nother show. I need to make sure that sex is on point to keep me focused. And that's just my perspective. I mean, there's some other things I'm looking for, but I just, throw that one out there because I ain't got time for. Well, if it's just okay, can you work? Yada yada yada. Listen, people are grown. We know what we know what is and isn't. No, we don't. Keontae, what's up? Come to the show page, man. Join us. Random Thoughts with DVP. I'm gonna type it in for you. Sometimes jumping. People are grown. We know what is and isn't, but sometimes when the D tell me we continue, but they understand us. Whoo-wee. I cannot with y'all. I cannot with y'all. And that's it though. And Ten, I appreciate the honesty, and that's what we gotta be, because yeah, I've had great sex with girls. I would never ever wifey. I would never ever give them a title outside of great sex partner. You can't even be my girlfriend. You can be the chick. You can be, for those of y'all who've been with me for a minute, you could be that calendar girl. You could have your day. You might even get 2 days. But yeah, you could be that girl, but you're not finna be my girl. Because there was something else that was lacking. But if you don't even have the great sex, but we all have to recognize this. Like I said, in truth, like I said, my second biological son, I did marry. I did. I was already married. When she got pregnant. So that part, technically, I did right. The first one was a situationship. We had great sex. The sex was phenomenal. But I was a side piece. I was a side piece. And at that point in time in my life, I wasn't as smart as I am now. We never had the birth control conversation. We never ever had it. My assumption, foolishly, at my age, was that most women were on birth control because most of the women I knew talked about birth control all the time. I assumed that my girl, I'm assuming the girl who I was sleeping with, whose side piece I was also on it because she was living with somebody, a dude. So that was my assumption. That's why I learned the concept when I say it's not about communication, it's about honest communication, because people say whatever they want to say to get whatever they want to get, or to put you in a certain mindset. Honest communication is super important. Super. And if you can't have that, which is an important quality to me, honest, open conversation is almost, great sex is 1A, open, honest communication is 1B. They're synonymous with me. I've had great sex without conversation. I was cool with that. I knew what their progression could be. The best thing that could be for me was a layaway girlfriend, which all means 90 days. 90 days, gotta go. Because at some point I'm gonna want to talk. And talking has to be open and honest. Other than that, it's not worth talking. Sometimes we don't require commitment just because of satisfaction, because we may not be at that place and time. And I get that, Tan. I think that's what Doc was talking about, that there's a point when, as a woman, your biological clock may be ticking, so you're just narrowing down the usual suspects till you get to one who you deem to be that guy you want to have a baby by. And you're looking for the strongest alpha male you can find. And I do get that. But once again, that comes with accepting reality. Do you have this conversation with him? If that's what you're going to do, are you willing to relieve him of all financial responsibilities if he doesn't want to be the dad and just be a sperm donor? Or are you going to drag him down and say, oh, you knew this, you knew that, yada, 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 yada? Because it still takes two. You know the old saying, it takes two. But, hell, my clock just tick, flop. Sis. You know what? I'm gonna get me a program where I can read the comments before they pop up. Cause y'all be killing me. Listen, can we work on one show where the host doesn't have to see anything that's reddens his cheeks and makes him feel like Santa Claus while he's doing the show? One show. I'm sorry. One show. Can we just do one show? Pretty please. Work with me. So anyway, what is it that where does the line go from great D, great sex? Because will you, like I say, Bill? Yeah. Bill is married. Bill, I got 2 nieces. Before marriage or after marriage? Get a man in here. Cause I want to say he had his kids after marriage, and then he stayed married for X amount of years. So can you answer right quick, Bill? I have to tolerate you now because when I get there, I'm going to. I love the gangsters in my life. I absolutely do love the gangsters in my life. Oh, you came last time and stood me up, so I'm still mad at you. So I don't know. Bill may have stepped away, but I know he had 2 kids. He was married, 3 actually, because his son was unfortunately murdered. It was on the news about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks ago maybe. But I think he had all his kids once he was married. But yeah, what is it? When does a good sex turn into marriableness? Marriableness. I think I just created my own word. Hey, management, can y'all put that down in our little dictionary? Bradford, what's good? Don't talk to me. I'm still mad at you. When does it come? Quit calling me partner in public. Oh no, what? Odessa, come to the show page and join us over there, Bradford. Bill, I don't know if you like the page yet. If you're still here, don't forget to like the page, leave me a review. What do you say? Oh no, to Odessa. Oh, okay, yeah, good deal. Yeah. I want to say, I don't know if it was 17 or 20 years, but yeah, it's a cold case still, and they did a reunion on it. It was up in Conyers. Yeah, it was a sad thing, one of them street things. But that we don't get into that. Just it is what it is. Yeah, he was here for that. So yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta have our own show dictionary. So you misdigmatized and some other things, but yeah, we gotta have some words that came across just because of the show, so we can syndicate them. Unmarriable, was that the word we used? Anyway, I look back at you. Stop playing. But yeah, I mean, and I use Odessa. Odessa's my girl. Odessa wants a child, but she doesn't just want a child. She wants the whole package. So she's made her determination on how she wants to do things, which I commend her for. And I'm sure that Odessa, let's keep this PG, but I'm sure that at some point Odessa has had great sex. But she didn't let great sex get her pregnant. Where's the line when you decide, okay, I'm cool with being pregnant by this guy, and whatever happens, happens? Or when a guy says, I'm cool with this chick having my baby, and I'm cool if she gets pregnant, and we'll let whatever happen. I mean, I grew up around some drug dealers, and I was telling one of my friends, yeah, I got paid a good sum of money to take chicks to the abortion clinic because I wanted to have unprotected sex. So it was nothing for them to fork out $1,500 for an abortion. And remember, the abortion is only $500, but the chick gets $1,000 when I take her home. It was just and then I get my cut for being the taxi driver. Which kind of jaded my perspective about sex and life for a long time. But yeah, I mean, in the streets, it was just common. I mean, I want to say the people at the clinic probably knew me at one point, and just looked at me some kind of way. But all I was a driver. But I was the one who was bringing girls back and forth. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. But it was all I knew at the point. It was all I knew at that point. But these girls were having unprotected sex with drug dealers or guys who are of a criminal element, and they didn't care. To them, they saw it as a way to get $1,000. Which, okay. If you ain't got nothing, $1,000 is a lot of money. Cuzzo, what's good? Hey, I want y'all to, my cousin Eric, I want y'all to get on him. He's supposed to be working on me some theme music for my show. He's been such a slacker. You've been actually trying not to have babies. Is that the same thing as celibacy? Oh, you so stupid. You so stupid. What's up, cuzzo? Can I get my music, man? Don't have me sending people to your page because I can't get you know what I'm saying? I can't get a random thought with DVP, you know what I'm saying, theme, and, you know what I'm saying? Come on, work with me, bro. Work with me. I'm supposed to be your favorite cousin. Your favorite. Eric, you don't have no kids. You better not. How old are you? You're in your 30s, right? Because you're not 40 yet. But Eric was married. He was married, but no kids before or after. But Eric is probably one of those who believes in doing it. He wants to have a family, then have kids. But, you know, if he don't have them soon, he's going to have to do the layaway option. Because, how old are you again, Eric? Because I'm 51, I think. I'm 50 something. I think 51. And I know I got you by some years, Eric. Oh, y'all know this. Can y'all hear me good? Because I don't have, I didn't have my microphone, so I wasn't sure how the sound goes because I don't have my microphone. Because I forgot it. I just started talking. Oh, he answered the age question, but he won't answer my song question. He's so hood. But I mean, and that's what's up. Oh, so Eric, do you want to have kids? See, we got a man's perspective. Do you want to have kids, Eric, or do you want? Are you open to being married again? Cool. Thanks, boss. Waiting on Eric to tell me whether or not he wants to have kids. I know he ain't dripped off or passed out from that concept. Trail, what's going on? Do you want to be married? Or what are you saying yes to? Yes, you want to have kids, or yes, you want to be married? Because I do sounds like marriage. Or are you trying to do the combo? So as we wait for him to respond, because I'm sure he's not driving. Cousin. He does want kids, right? So do you want to be married with these kids? Hey, Angela, what's good? What's good? I need you to come on over to the random show page. Knowing the marriage, really? Okay. Okay, you get to be test subject then, cuzzo. What makes a woman good enough to have your baby, but not good enough for you to marry? Because you want to do it 21st century style. You don't want to do it the old-fashioned way. Trey, you got to be nice to people. I'm just saying. Hey, Angela. Trey, you got kids? Don't make me read the response on the page. Like I said, I got people responding to that post about baby mamas and baby daddies that I ain't talked to on Facebook in 6-7 months. That kind of struck a nerve with some people. That was interesting to me. I didn't think, and of course, you know, most of the guys didn't say nothing about why they didn't. You want to get married again, but no more kids. All right, we talking about having kids without marrying the other parent. Trill, nothing that we're talking. I mean, if you met a millionaire who wanted more kids and could afford it, you got your notepad ready for whose answer? Odessa. on Eric. Oh, he thinking. See, this is why I need a phone number. What? I'm too nice to people. And yes, I have. Well, girl, stop playing. Okay, the two girls, did you have them before marriage, after marriage, during marriage? Since you said you want to get married again, I know you've been married. Right, but nothing makes for anything guaranteed. Having kids don't mean they're going to be good. So, but tell me why you willing to try to have a child without having a wife? Because then doesn't that lead to other issues like with visitation and child support and things that if she is bitter, that she may put you through with the child who may now be at the middle of this whole this whole little thingamajiggy. And see, that's part of the concept I don't understand. Eric and Odessa don't make me send y'all to separate corners. All right, Marsha. Hold on. Did you give me a girlfriend? Did you give me like a just a TTYL? Really? No hearts or anything like that? See, this is why I can't stay cyber married, because cyber wives or cyber girlfriends don't ever act right. But thank you for joining me, Marsha. So yeah, Eric, I mean, the concept of okay. Well, I married my youngest daughter's father. Could have married my oldest, but I effed that up because I was too impatient and gave him his running back. See, there's nothing like honesty. There's nothing like, oh, I love honesty. Interesting. So there we have it. And so, Eric, we still waiting on you to say why you don't want to do the two. But the whole thing, like I said, is when does somebody become that person that you're willing to have sex with, have a baby with, but you don't want to plan a future with them, even though you guys will be tied. You guys are tied together forever. Forever. This is not a car. This ain't a range. This ain't buying a house. There you go, Marsha. We back on, because I was finna get me a cyber pink slip. I just want to know what makes her good enough. Oh, okay. That's what you're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for, Eric. And anybody, I mean, what makes a person good enough to have a baby by letting them get you pregnant? Ex-wives sometimes put their ex-husband right, and that's the thing. When you're starting this, because it is a lifelong process, because that's just something that's going to always be there. Some women are good with handling their own business, and they don't pursue child support because fuck it, their mindset, if the dude doesn't want to pay, fuck him. Same thing, because dudes will say a lot of things to get it, and if you let them hit it a certain way, very few dudes are gonna turn down raw. Even nowadays, with all the things that are going on, very few dudes are gonna turn it down. Now he's married with all the things you want in marriage. Well, and the thing is, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes, you can be with somebody who can turn out to be a great spouse, but understand this: they're a great spouse for who they're married to. I don't think that generally that you're just generically a great spouse. Who you're a spouse to has to be able to appreciate what it is you bring to the table. Everybody doesn't appreciate everything, which is a whole separate show, because I'm gonna talk about this and why guys cheat. I'm gonna tell y'all why guys cheat later on, not this show. So we look at people and say, "Oh, that's a great spouse. I wish I had a spouse like that." But maybe it was a person who made her that great spouse, or him that great spouse. It was a situation and things they went through, which is what a lot of people don't get when they don't see the struggles that go into making this. One of my friends was typing, one of her posts was about people see a good marriage, but they don't understand. You break a lot of eggs to make that cake. Because sometimes I need my space, so I would compromise with marriage, but separate corners. I didn't marry my oldest daughter's father because I didn't have time for the drama. And fate would have his family allowed me to assist in writing his obituary 2 years ago. Right, because it just passed. I think I saw that. And so, I mean, we have some reasons here. Bradford was I want to say she was my partner, but she was more like my tormentor. We worked together. She couldn't drive for shit. She scared me like lifeless, like 2 or 3 times. Eric, how you gonna come on my show and you keep picking up women? That I'm finna cut this show short. It's after 7:20. I can cut the show. I done did an hour. True, and he would have been a great spouse to me as well. Instead, I married Satan's. Trail, you are off the chain. And sometimes it's because we're impatient. But sometimes we can't appreciate what we got until we go through different situations and we think something is meant for us. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes we can't appreciate what we got until we see what it is. And that's when you get into time, purpose, and destiny. Uh, Eric, you're gonna have to work through that, sir. And Eric, please, but I've been married twice, and I'm a little bit jaded. But I've learned how to listen differently. I can't listen the way I listen. I have to listen and learn the way that my friend is talking. So I understand when she says stuff, not to send it through my decoder. I need to learn how she talks to understand that we have two separate languages. I speak one way, she speaks one way. What's the commonality, and how does my translator translate what she says? And can I ask her questions when I don't understand what she says? Because sometimes my experiences aren't hers. So when she says something, I'm thinking of my experiences. All we can do is talk about them so we understand the differences. And I think that's part of the process that we don't get in the dating circle. Because we want to understand things as we do, even though that's not realistic. Because I can't understand anybody if I don't know their situation. If I'm just basing it on clearly on what DVP is going through, I'm missing everything that they're telling me. What? 27 years? Good Lord. That man need 3 medals and some money. Because I'm sure I rode with you for 27 minutes and you drove me crazy. Yeah, that would, yeah. You part of the reason I would never be a cop again, Brad. You scared me. I'd rather be a fireman. Yeah, I'm gonna do the love language show. I'm gonna do it. Pinky promise. I'm gonna do it. I've been saying it. I got the book. We're gonna talk about it. So, love language, why men cheat. Those are gonna be coming up soon. Oh, predator versus hunt. Predator versus builder. Hunter versus builder. You can't wait for which one, Trail. Why your name Bradford? How come I always call you Dix? No, did I call you Bradford? I don't even know. Whoever you are, quit calling me partner in public. I can sue you for that. Which show you waiting for, Trail? I told you, and so what y'all gotta do is, for all the guys, listen, you gotta tell management what you want, because sometimes I really don't know, and a lot of times I just forget. Odessa tries, she does a good job of keeping me up with stuff I've said. But see, this is real. Who I said was my friend, Paige? Come on. Now, Dixon don't count. She was the one who scared me half to death. I wouldn't cheat on you, Paige. Even though I ain't sure what this picture is of you. But hey. See, that should go at that 12-19, 12-20. No. Ain't you got to go do something? Brenda's been married for 25 years. The struggle is real. Okay, the love language show. That's what's up. And when I do the show, because I want to do a show on couples. Some who've been married over 20 years. Some who've been married between 10 and 20 years. Some who've been married less than 5 years, so they can understand. Yeah, the builder for the Fred. That's what I was thinking about doing today. But based on that post I asked about baby daddies, it was just overwhelming. I think the builder versus predator and love. I think those are gonna be my next 2 shows. I can't believe Brenda just popped in after all this time. Brenda, do you have kids? Thanks, Odessa. I don't think I ever asked you that before, Brenda. 25 years. Good Lord. Okay, yeah. So I think you did answer. You had them after marriage or shortly afterward. So the concept, like I said, that concept is different. Did you know you wanted to have kids with this man before you got married, Brenda? Or was it something that you just knew that was going to happen? Good Lord. Okay, so you had the kids before you were married, if I'm looking at numbers right. Okay. And so we did the blended family show. We did the blended family show last week. I have nothing but respect for a man, as they say, who can relish and take care of another man's kids. That's a hell of responsibility. And I will argue with any dude who is disrespectful to another man who's not harming his kids, but they don't want it. When you were talking the difference in the way you guys communicate, I'll stop distracting you though. Maybe means maybe not. You're on my watch list page. big families are the best. Teach his own. I see the pros, I see the cons. I mean, like, I'm my mom's only child. I love her. I got to tell you about my mom too. I'm gonna have to stop and give y'all this update. She ain't watching, so I can talk about her. I'm so glad that we didn't have a big family, that I got a chance to just experience her love, and it made me a better person. But I do understand people who have big families and the things that they do, because sometimes, right? He doesn't have his biological, but he treats yours like his. Y'all been together this long, and you know. One of the greatest things, I was telling somebody, one of the greatest things that any man can ever have is for another child to want to call him dad. You know, I'm proud of my 12 kids. Like I said, I have 2 biologicals, and I'll fight anybody that calls my other kids step kids or whatever, because that's just BS. I don't have step love for them. I you know, the same things I would do for my 2 biologicals, I would do for my 10 other kids. Hey, Nicole, how are you? But that's just, you know, like I said, that's just my personal mindset. That's why you act like you are, because you're the baby, Dixon. You're, oh my goodness. I'm going to tell stories about you. All right, hey, hold on. Oh, Dustin, you still with me? Oh, you know what? No. Remind me when I get like 10 minutes left, I can tell y'all a story about my mom. I got to tell y'all this story. I love that woman, but I got to tell y'all my day went yesterday. Give y'all a little piece of personal information, and can't tell her. Ain't nobody, I don't think no. Dixon, are you friends with my mom on Facebook? You better not be. Better not go tell. I love that woman. So yeah, but so anyway, as we coming, because we getting ready to come to an end. It's 7:40 now. Babies are the best. Okay. I'm the oldest on one side, I'm the youngest on the other side. So I don't know if that means I got the best of both worlds. I don't know what it means, because I pick and choose what I want to be. But yeah, I mean, you know, big families, they got a place, especially come, you know, Mother's Day. Sometimes it would be nice to have somebody to split costs with. My mom wants something that's uber expensive, but hey, it is what it is. So I don't always get that. What do you mean with my pants? I got them on. I'm not naked. But you ain't supposed to see my pants. You're supposed to see my shirt. And I ain't even wearing I am wearing a collar shirt. I'm just not wearing a tie because, as I said, I've had one hell of 48 hours. I wasn't even going to do the show. That's why I was kind of late, because I actually wasn't in a position to do it. But anyway, you know, enough about my personal sadness. Who cares? Nobody, what is it? Laugh, smile, and the whole world smiles with you. Crying, you cry alone. So there's no even crying over anything. And that's what's up. My husband has been a father to my oldest daughter, and my oldest daughter is 33 now and still calls him daddy. Yeah, and all my kids call me dad. Even though they may have another dad, they all call me dad. And that's one of the greatest things in life. It's just to have a child walk up to you and say, will you be my dad? Because most of us don't have a dad, don't want a dad. That's just the way society is. So when these kids ask for that, who am I to say no? They gave me the highest compliment that I could get. Do I need you to come drive me around? You already drove me crazy. I don't want to go nowhere else with you, Dixon. Nowhere. I'm still in therapy about you driving over that bridge in College Park. I'm still traumatized. I have issues when I sit in the passenger seat. I do. I have issues with women drivers just because of you. I have issues with 4-door cars. I have issues with cushioned seats. I have issues with red lights. I have issues with radios. We weren't even chasing nobody then. Hey, honey, what's going on? I've been missing you. Even though you know you're on the wrong page. Come to the show page, honey. Yeah. I'm going to do a show just on you one day, Dixon, how you traumatized me. You know what? I found that tape. Remember that when we rode with that guy from the radio station? See how you get me distracted? I found that tape. I'm trying to see how I can get it from a tape to a CD when you got me in trouble. So that's what's up. Yeah. I found myself drifting. See? Y'all can see, quit getting me in trouble. Y'all get me in trouble. I got to stay focused. We talking about baby mama, baby dad is in. Eric, did you disappear? Because I think Odessa them still got questions for you. All I got is the cassette. Hey, honey, I appreciate you. You knew what was going on in that page thing. I have issues with car sounds. Like, no, if you ride with Dixon, you'll understand why I have issue with cars and sounds and everything. Otis, what's good? Oh, my peeps, my peeps. No, Otis, you the pimp. You the pimp. Otis. You know what, Otis, come to the show page, because you the man, because you've been married and you got kids, so you can come and answer some questions right quick, because I need some men. So come to this page and come to the live feed. Come there. Because we want to know, Otis probably been married. Shit, Otis, you got married not too long after graduation, didn't you? But come on over here first, so that you can meet my crowd. I got some women who bringing it. Honey, how long you and Dracar been married? Cause y'all weren't married when we was playing football together, were you? When he was just Reggie. I like his growth. He was just Reggie, now he's Dracar. You know what I'm saying? And that's just so cool. To get older and not get so caught up in the system that you just content with whatever. That's what's up. What kind of car sounds you got issues with? And we're waiting on Otis so he can tell us about. I don't even know if Otis got kids. Good googly moogly. Y'all got any kids together, honey? So 11 years ago, I wasn't playing flag at that point. So I met him during the flag football days. So I don't think you were around it. Well, not when he was playing with us. When we were playing against him. I think he stayed around, but Reggie's like 1,000 years younger than me. So okay, if you drive still though, so I just read 35 years. Good googly moogly. You got any kids, Otis? Did y'all have kids before you got married or after you got married? Dang, 35 years. Okay, that's what's up. You voice texting. Good. No texting and driving. So Otis been married 35 years with 2 kids. Before or after marriage? After he got married. So he did the old-fashioned way. We grew up together. Otis stayed around the corner from me. I got a year on him. But 35 years. So for some people, it actually does work. That's what's up. He adopted the kids. And you never know what's going to happen in the future. But it's how you go about planning your future. Are you putting in? Is there a really workable plan? I mean, real talk. I would have never thought Otis would be married this long. Otis was wild in high school. So for Otis to sit here and tell me that he been married 35 years, see, that's some wishing up on the star shit. Otis a good dude now, but Otis was wild. And not in the girl kind of way, but Otis was wild in the hood kind of way. As far as, from all the stuff we did. So for him to be that, it means it can work. Because Otis is somebody who I would have never thought could have been married for 35 years. 35? Not 3.5. 35. That's what's up. And Otis is my dude. Like I said, I've been knowing Otis since, let's see, I graduated 83. So I met Otis around 80, 79, 80, somewhere in that time frame. Good Lord. Otis been knowing his wife damn near long he been knowing me. 35 years. 35 years. And I'm sure it's been a struggle. But we're gonna have a show about marriage later. I always wanted 2 kids and a husband and a dog. I have it all, a husband and 2 kids. Only you would throw a dog in there. That's why I don't talk to you, Dixon. Who does that? Who does that? Otis, they congratulating you on the show page. Otis found that woman. And when I talk about marriage and that woman, I'm going to make sure Otis is there because that's what I want you women to understand about that woman and how we will change. Because I'm sure that woman had a lot to do with Otis's change. But that's going to be a whole separate show. It's 7:48. So unless we got any more questions about the whole baby mama, baby dad, whether or not they're suitable, why they weren't suitable for marriage, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit about my personal day yesterday. I ain't gonna tell y'all about the bad, so I'm gonna just tell y'all about the good stuff. Um, so let me tell you about my mom. If anybody who knows me knows it, you know, there's a couple people who are who are very near and dear to me. My mom is at the top of the list. I have kids, but being truthful to that own self, my mom is at the very top of my list. I would do anything for her. I love that woman. When she hurts, I hurt. I don't even know what I would be without her. Her closest rival was her mom, who passed years ago, and it broke me something fierce. Anyway, so my mom is, you know, she's my mom. You know, we laugh and talk. We're friends. We don't talk about sex because I'm still telling her I'm a virgin. It's the only time I lie to her. Anyway, she had to get cataract surgery. So she got one eye done a couple of weeks ago. So she got the other eye done. This woman is hilarious. I'm having a bad day. I'm not sharing this with her because she doesn't need to know that I'm having a really crappy day. You know, I'm taking her, you know, we go to the thing, and, you know, they drove her up pretty good. Now, this is the second time we've done this. Hey, Otis, I got you, man. We still need to have that reunion. So, after it was over with, you know, I'm sitting in the lobby waiting for them to call me to get her to go down. Second time now. So, I go back, they call me to come back, and I can look at my mom and tell she's high as a kite. The first time she was just buzzed. This time she leaning. Let's see. You know, you can see how I'm sitting. This is how she was sitting the first time. The second time she's like this. Freaking hilarious. So, you know, I said, "Mom, you okay?" And she about to slide out chair. She's like, I'm fine. I just want to tell you, I told these people you was going to shoot them. She talking slur. It's hilarious to me. But everybody in the back obviously knows who I am. Because she's told them I got a gun. And she can't understand none of the instructions they give her because she's trying to talk in her slow speeds. And to me, it's just hilarious because you got to know my mom. So, you know, the first time we walked to the car. Well, this time she's in no condition to walk. Not at all. She ain't even in the condition to be wheelchair because she won't sit in the chair. But anyway, they tell me to go get my truck. And they're going to, you know, wheelchair her down the best they can with like 12 people because she don't want to sit up straight. So I get the truck, come down, and, you know, they waiting. My mom don't even recognize the truck I'm driving, so I actually went by the first time. So I come back and get her, put her in the truck. We in the truck. We finna drive off. So the first thing I got to explain to my mom is she wants to know how she got in the truck because she don't remember getting in the truck. So this is like, you know, the place is probably 30 minutes from where the surgery to her house. So we have an active discussion because she's upset about not being able to remember how she just got into the truck. It's funny to me because she's slurring and she's doing what drunk people do. She's repeating herself. And somehow we get on the subject of having a tattoo on somebody's booty. And my mama said, she's like, guess what? I was like, what, Mom? She said, I don't have a tattoo on my butt. I was like, okay. She's like, do you have a tattoo on your butt? I was like, no, ma'am. She said, then don't get one. I was like, okay. And she's like, are you sure you don't have a tattoo on your butt? And I was like, I'm pretty positive. She said, I just don't understand when nobody would get a tattoo on their butt. And I was like, me either, Mom. And, you know, we go through this little thing for like 90 seconds or so. And it's funny to me. And she says, I got a personal question. I'm like, okay. And I hate when moms ask you personal questions because you got to be sitting down, but I'm driving. She says, are you on birth control? Am I on birth control? No, ma'am. I'm not even having sex. She said, well, I'm not on birth control either, and I'm not pregnant. Are you pregnant? I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not pregnant, and I'm not on birth control. And this is so hilarious to me because she's just going on. And she was like, well, you know, you don't really like people that much. And I was like, you're right. She said, I don't either. That's where you got it from. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm not a people person like that. She said, but we love kids. I was like, yeah, we do. She said, so you can have a child and I can have a child and we don't have to worry about having birth control. And I'm like, what? What does birth? She's like, I'm going to get a child, you get a child. We're not going to have them. We're just going to get a child. But we're not going to get birth control. And she just kept wanting to tie the two. And I'm just like, wow, what is really going on? They gave you some really good stuff. She's like, am I rambling? I said, no, Ma, you all over the place. You are really feeling good. And all of a sudden, she's slouching in the truck. She just jumped up. And she said, turn around, turn around. And I was like, what happened? She's like, see this? See this shit? That doctor unbuttoned my damn blouse, the sleeve, and I told him you was gonna shoot him if he did this. Take me back. He gonna button his damn sleeve back up. I'm rolling. I'm just laughing. Cause this is hilarious to me. Utterly effing hilarious. I'm riding. She said, did you hear what I said? I said, turn around. I want that damn doctor to button my sleeve back up because I can't get it buttoned. I said, Mama, hold your arm over here and I'll button the sleeve. She said, no, damn it. I want that doctor to do it. I told him if he didn't button my damn sleeve, you was going to get him. Hilarious. And she had an attitude with me because I didn't want to turn around. She got the doctor's name. She got the nurse. I don't know how she remember these names. She probably mispronounced them. But she really wanted me to turn around on 75 to go back to get her sleeve button. What did they give you? I might need to get some of this. I might need to get some of this. And all you had was cataract surgery. You outpatient. They didn't even give you no refills. They didn't give. And she was just going through stuff, and I'm just trying to text all this to myself to remember these conversations, because this is hilarious to me. Because if you remember my mom, she already off the chain. She's a mini gangster. But now she's indignant with me. And she read me the riot act, asked me, do I know who's in charge? Asked me, do I know who her... She asked me, did I know who my mother was? And I was like, I got a pretty good idea. She said, I'm your mama, damn it. I'm telling you to turn around and go get this man. Mom, we close to the house, and you know I got to go to work this evening. I don't care. So I said, Mom, how about if we go to the varsity? Just like a kid. She's like, varsity? Can I have some onion rings? Sure. We at varsity. She wants some onion rings. Because they're not French fries. Because they don't put onions in French fries. But if they put onions in French fries, she'd rather have that than onion rings. I don't cook, y'all, so I could be lost. Do any of y'all put onions in French fries? Or are there French fries and onion rings? Because I don't cook. I'm thinking French fries are potatoes, onion rings are onions, but I'm a basic dude. I don't cook. But she wanted onion French fries. Is that even a real thing? So when she said this, I decided maybe we shouldn't be at the varsity. Because she doesn't want to sit at the thing where they come up to you. She wants to go in. I already told you she can't walk. I can't stop laughing. So that don't make for a good combination. And she is just off the chain. So we agreed to go to Checkers. Because I guess they put onions in French fries. Or French fries in the onion. Your grandma used to cook what? French fried onions or onion French fries? Tell your grandmama to send some. Because my mama wants some. We talked about this. Being pregnant. Having a tattoo on the booty. Not taking birth control. Having a baby. Fighting the doctor over a sleeve that wasn't fastened. And something else. I can't remember. But I told her I was going to talk about it on the show. Because I swear to y'all. If I didn't love this woman so much, I would have went live yesterday. Because it was the funniest thing I've seen in a while. And yesterday was a horrible day for me. But dealing with mom sometimes is like dealing with a little child, because she's so innocent when she says things, and she's so sincere. And if you got little kids, you know what I'm talking about. When they get mad at you and you can't understand what they're saying, how they keep yelling. And she was just talking in a voice because she was buzzed. She wasn't even buzzed. She was toe up. And it was just hilarious to me. So, I told her, I said, Mama, you're going to be famous in a minute. Because I love you. I said it's the only reason I didn't film this. Because this would have been a great Facebook Live video. All I had to do is cut the music off so they don't get me for copyrighted music. But the show you just put on was hilarious. I couldn't even sleep because every time I went to sleep, I thought about something, I just bust out laughing. I'm like, I'm so glad I stayed, by myself. Because somebody would have thought I was crazy. I didn't get that in. Because I just want y'all to know, I love my mama. She's hilarious. If you ever get a chance to talk to her, she is hilarious. And she think I'm going to beat up everybody. And I said, Mom, quit telling people that. Somebody out there can beat me. I don't know who, but I'm sure somebody can. Quit telling people I'm going to beat them up, I'm going to shoot them. Cut up the fries with onions and cut up them with... Okay, tell me that you, when you come back, I'm going to let you go over there and y'all do that together. Because once again, I don't cook and I'm not even going to try. So, management is telling me I got 3 minutes. Even though my clock says 2. So, like I say, if it's something you guys want to talk about, inbox me. You know what I'm saying? Inbox it to, management. They'll make me do it. I know I'm gonna do the love language. I'm gonna do the hunter versus the builder, and and a couple other things that we want to talk about. But you guys got to tell me what you talk about, because I only do this for you guys. I got a couple of interviews with some radio stations who want me to do something. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's up with that. I'm gonna try the modeling thing. I'm gonna give it my best effort. If you want to see pictures, I mean, some of the walks and the videos on here, they're on my pages too. They're everywhere. Like I said, I need you guys to come to the show page, like the show page, leave me a review, because I'm trying to get sponsorships. Let your friends know. I'm 99 people away from 1,000, which is a landmark for likes for a show page. So can I get y'all guys, get your friends. Tell your friends to come like the page. I need 99 more to get to 1,000. And if you want me to come to your place, y'all know what I need. I need a door that opens, carpeted floor, because I like sitting here. Something to drink. Tequila would be great, but management won't put tequila in my budget. They don't like me like that. So, y'all know what it is, right? I had fun. It's 7:59. Y'all know what it is. Oldest, my man, 35 years. Hey, man, I ain't got nothing. I got to salute you, bro. That's just some awesome shit. I hope I can find somebody I can be with 30. Hell, I don't even know if I like me for 35 straight years. I mean, there were years I didn't even talk to me. Honey, y'all doing y'all 11-year thing. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all who making it happen. Me and Odessa, we look up to y'all. Cause me and you gonna talk. Don't be so jaded. Sometimes, it ain't necessarily the wrong person. It's just the wrong time. And that's what we're gonna do. All right. So y'all know what it is. It's 8 o'clock by my time. Don't tell what lie. I ain't say I wasn't gonna risk it. I'm innocent. Halo. Anyway, y'all know what it is. Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease. And there's a smile. Because somebody accused me of not smiling. And I'm out. Let me know what you think. Leave me a review if you ain't left one yet. Don't have me tag you. Alright?